We have an email about The Witness from Matt in Murfreesboro, Tennessee.
Murfreesboro.
That's a made-up place.
Murfreesboro.
Home of the Battle of Stones River.
This is a true thing? And it's pronounced Murfreesboro?
Murfreesboro.
Murfreesboro.
Yeah.
Is this Murfreesboro?
Yeah, Murfreesboro. Well, is that Murphy? No, that's Crazy Puzzle Island.
Yeah, that's Puzzle Island.
Hey,
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Matt says, it has been said that you should never buy a console for one game. Is that a thing that has been said?
I'm sure someone
Who
said
said that?
Probably Matt from Murfreesboro.
Didn't somebody ask us this exact thing before?
It's
He says, is The Witness worth buying a PlayStation 4 for? I have an Xbox One. I've considered buying a second console for some time. None of the other exclusive Sony titles have been enough for me to pull the trigger, but is Witness that game?
Value propositions are always subjective. However, this is a really spectacular game and different than just about anything you've ever played. So if you got the money laying around, yeah, sure, go.
But like
for
you
it.
were saying, you're not a big fan of puzzle games.
I'm not a big fan of puzzle
So if
games.
you're
and I
not
still
a big
think this
fan
is
of-
an amazing game that I think people.
But you
should
also
play.
surely, I mean, the game will run on low-ish end PCs,
Yeah.
and I would say, I mean, look, it's my game of the generation. I absolutely adore it. I think everyone should play it. I do expect the game someday to come to Xbox One. So if you're not in a hurry, wait and see how things shake out over the next few months, whether there's an announcement there. And I would double check the specs. I actually don't know the PC specs offhand, other than to, I know that they're not crazy high. So even if you have an older PC, you might actually be okay.
It runs pretty well on my older PC.
Yeah.
I have to down the.
And there is, if you're worried about like Steam, the older my computer gets, the more Steam games, like having Steam running in the background can slow down the games themselves. Like I really like to have just that one app running. And there is a DRM-free version of The Witness that you can buy as well. Then you don't even need to have Steam running.
I think The Witness is okay in short bursts. I think there's a lot of other games on the PS4 that you could play for a lot longer time that you'd have a lot more fun with if you just had one game. I don't know if that's like a Desert Island proposition that he's saying, but like if you're gonna get a PS4, like get The Witcher 3. Get we loved Metal Gear.
Yeah, Metal Gear
Solid 5.
Although I wouldn't characterize The Witness as a short game either. I mean, there's
No, I don't think it's short.
lot in there.
I was saying that if you're just gonna like marathon, like you have one system in one game, I don't think it's that great to like just sit down and play for 8 hours.
I'm trying to think about what.
Like I played nightly and it's fine, but I get sick of it.
I don't know. I'm having a hard time. Again, I don't think I own every console. So
Bloodborne.
I have a hard time kind of remembering which games are only on one console. Honestly, besides like Halo and all the obvious stuff like that. Like there's no Uncharted.
There's a
yet.
lot to play on the PS4 right now.
Yeah, there is.
I wouldn't have said that at the time Bloodborne came out, but since then there's been great stuff.
Yeah. Witness has been performing very well. Sold over 100,000 copies in its first week, brought in over $5 million in revenue.
Warms the cockles of my heart.
Yeah. Jonathan Blow said that's better than Braid did in its first year.
Yeah, the crazy stat is, so Braid was $15, which I thought it was 20, but he was 15, and he's right about that. It's his game, obviously he's right. But so not only did it make more money, I'm like, well, of course it made more money. It's $40 instead of 15, but he said it sold more copies.
Yeah.
Which that's what amazes me. At $40, this sold more copies
in a week.
Well,
than
nobody
Braid did in
gave
his
Braids a
first
10.
year.
But the caveat is that Braid was only on XBLA, and this is on Steam and Humble and PS4.
Yeah, it's releasing at the right time of
But
year.
even so, like I'm super. I mean, look, I'm incredibly happy about it. I was, he spent his whole fortune on it, and all this time. I was worried that he just wasn't going to see a return on investment, but it's great news.
So your favorite game of the generation so far?
Yeah.
What are you, Jared and Sam's favorite games of the generation so far?
Jeez.
I like The Witcher 3 a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Metal Gear Solid 5. Those are both great.
Maybe Undertale.
I can't. I mean, it's 3DS this generation. I don't know.
Is there a 3DS game you would pick?
Yeah, I like a lot of 3DS games a lot. I really liked Fire Emblem.
I mean, Fire Emblem was great. Yeah,
I loved NES Remix.
NES
Remix is great.
I'm going to say the re-release this weekend 2 on PSN.
That's a cheat. I'm not going to allow that.
No, all right. No, probably Undertale. That'd be or Mario Maker. I've loved both those quite a bit.
Yeah, Witcher 3 is like the only game I've been compelled to 100% in a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look, like there's been, you 100%ed that game?
I felt compelled to. I don't know if I actually did now that I think about it. I came really close. I didn't finish Fallout 4, but I played it.
That's like
for a
really
long
good
time.
wiggle words, though. I felt compelled to 100% it. I didn't, but I was compelled.
No, but I didn't get some achievements in it because I think you have to replay it.
Yeah. I loved The Witcher, and I really loved Dragon Age. Like, there's been all kinds of games I've loved, but this generation is nothing. There's nothing I've been like as passionate about as some of the stuff like the Uncharted trilogy last gen, the Mass Effect trilogy last gen. Like it doesn't feel like. I mean, I know we're early-ish on, but like even the Assassin's Creed franchise started last gen and had a run of great games. I feel like this gen has been slower to get going, and I haven't played any games until The Witness that I thought were like, on the all-time classics.
Shovel Knight, that'd be another one. I think that's
Sure.
that's a legit. I know it looks retro, but that's some of the best level design I've ever seen in a game.
You played Myst again.
Huh?
Do you like Myst now?
No, I don't like Myst. No.
I know. Jared wrote an opinion piece about not liking Myst.
It didn't upset anyone.
No one at all. Yep, my opinions
thought it
on
was a great
Myst
opinion
and the Star
piece.
Wars prequels are very popular.
Yeah,
I share those opinions entirely, and we talked about them ahead of time, and we went over some alternate headlines and stuff. But
I can
think
see-
those are I think defenders for Myst are a little more common than prequels. But I know now that there's a lot of people out
that
there who
was
like Star Wars
very
prequels.
And if you watch,
I asked on my Twitter feed, I put up a poll.
I remember, yeah.
What would you think about Disney remaking the Star Wars prequels? And it was
50-50.
almost 50-50. People say they were for it or against it.
Yeah.
I thought that was really interesting.
It's a cool
that's not
prospect.
necessarily
It'll
that
happen
they like
eventually.
them. Like I think the prequels are crap, but I don't want to see them remade. So go do something else.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind seeing them remade eventually. Just because they leave such a bitter taste in my mouth, and I'm full of hate and bile.
Nobody's going to
That's-
remake them without Jar Jar, though.
Oh yeah, you remake
They're not
going to
remake them without Jar.
but-
That won't happen.
But Jar Jar
That's
Binks could
the
just be like-
movie.
what if
He
he's just a dude? It's like
He doesn't serve any purpose.
what if
he
he's
does not
Alec
further the
Baldwin?
story
But there's- I
at
know.
He's just
all.
Alec Baldwin standing there. He's Jar Jar Binks. He's just a dude in a robe. And that's it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Uh,
get
I'm
there.
on board.